So today we're going to be talking about going through divorce and what to do with your home. First of all, divorces can be stressful on both parties, so it's super important to establish upfront what you guys plan to do with the home. Are you going to sell it, or is one of you going to keep it? Those plans need to be discussed in advance so that additional planning can be made going forward. So when one person wants to keep the home, the marital home has to be divided, and generally most couples are on the mortgage and the deed at the same time. So one person has to buy the other person out with a new mortgage. And as you can see, you guys have been together going forward, doing everything jointly. Now we have one income and one person that must qualify for a whole new mortgage on their own. So it has been said that going through divorce is one of the most stressful times in a person's life. And you can see why. Whether you've been married for a short period of time or a long period of time, dividing assets and going through the process of divorce is very strenuous. You know, a good percentage of divorces are amicable, and couples can decide what to do with the marital home. And again, that's whether you're going to sell it or one person will stay there. However, if you cannot decide amicably, generally you'll have legal counsel and or court system, and most of the times that outcome is not as appealing as if you had resolved it on your own. If you are considering selling the marital home, there's some tax consequences that you need to be aware of with capital gains. If your home has appreciated and acquired a significant amount of equity, as a married couple, you're able to exclude $500,000 against paying tax, while as a single person, that's only $250,000. So it's best if you talk to your financial planner and your accountant to make sure that how you're strategizing going through divorce, if you plan on selling the home, makes sense for you. You know, divorce and selling a home has a lot of emotional attachments. Again, depending upon how long you were married, if the children were born there, raised there, all of the memories that are involved. You know, once that is a happy home, even though it's sold and that person moves out and you take over, could easily turn into an unhappy home. So what does that mean if one person wants to, quote, take over? Well, now we have a situation where, for instance, let's say your home is worth $500,000 and you owe $100,000. You have $400,000 in equity, and assuming there's a 50-50 split on that equity, your spouse will want to have $200,000 in their pocket when they turn over their ownership to you. The person staying must refinance, pay off the $100,000 that's owed, as well as cash out enough equity to pay off the spouse that's leaving. So it's super important you get with a mortgage advisor and make sure that if you're the one taking over the payments and the home, that financially it is something you can afford today and in the future, and that you're not taking on too much debt just to prove or make a point or take over the home when it's really not in your budget. You know, when you're going through divorce and selling the home, there's a lot of steps involved that you need to be wary of, from starting off with finding the right real estate agent who can help you get the right value for the property, to packing up extra belongings and desensitizing the home, staging the home, pricing it properly. As important as it is to choose the right realtor, that realtor has to have experience. They should be patient and knowledgeable and able to communicate without playing favorites. Even if one was referred to the other or one knows one party better than the other, it's super important for them to stay neutral during this whole process. And that goes true for the lender that's selected. Possibly each party wants to get another property and each needs financing. The lender they select will also have to be patient, communicate well, and make sure that they are transparent without divulging information to either side if that's the choosing of the parties. You still all have to work together to make it a successful, smooth transaction, even amongst some of the anguish and sadness and anxiety that you guys are experiencing. It's important to stay focused on what's at task and what the end result will be for you. So going back, you're going to want to make sure that you and your spouse agree on the terms in advance and some basic information of what you want to do going forward when hiring that real estate agent. Things might be who's going to stay, who's going to leave, what's the lowest price that you're willing to accept, who's going to handle all the maintenance and cleaning and repairs, how are you going to split the appraisal fee, or are you going to split it? Who's going to be responsible for paying the realtor's commission? If you're the spouse staying in the home, agreements need to be made on flexibility of showings, allowing people to come and look at the property. If you're in an escrow state, are you guys going to use the same escrow officer or title company? If you're in an attorney state, are you guys going to both use the same attorney for the transaction? One of the most important things for you to remember is try not to let your emotions run your decisions, because more times than not, people who are under emotional distress really make bad decisions. And this was one of the biggest purchases you made in your lifetime. Now it's going to be one of the biggest decisions to sell it and how that sale will conclude. Along with hiring a realtor, you might also consider hiring other people. Hire some outside vendors to do things so you can focus on all the other tasks, such as painters, handymen, maids, movers, people to pack your belongings. Selling your home during divorce is certainly not easy, but if you can keep your emotions intact and focus on the task at hand, 10 years from now you'll look back and go, wow, that wasn't as difficult as I thought. So, as a recap, let's talk about some of the things that you're going to need to do, is make some decisions on what you're going to do with the home and who will stay, who will go, or if both will go. Then you'll need to hire a real estate agent to help you establish what current market value is. Next, you're going to prepare the house to show, make it stage worthy. And lastly, if you both sell, you're dividing up the cash and moving on with your life. Hi, I'm Aundrea Beach-Greco, your local mortgage expert. It's my passion to help you with the largest investment of your lifetime, your home. I have been helping Las Vegas residents for the last 23 years, empowering them, making informed decisions about their credit, wealth, and finances. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and tap that little bell. I post new content all the time, and I'd hate for you to miss it. If you have any questions, need to run some numbers, I'm here to help. Just reach out. Have an awesome day.